Welcome, everybody, back to another episode of the Bar and Session podcast. I am your host, Sammy Coakley, joined here by my brothers, Ryan and Reese Coakley. We've been on a little bit of a break, a little bit of a hiatus. We haven't put anything out there for a little bit. We've had real life things going on. I recently moved to my new house, and we've been having home internet issues, so it's been a little difficult to get a situation arranged. But either way, we're back, we're here, we're ready to go, and we got some stuff to talk about. Gentlemen, how are we doing?
I'm doing
so good.
So good.
So it's a great day.
I've been, honestly, to be fully truthful with you guys, I've been a little bit out of the loop when it comes to wrestling. I didn't really pay a whole lot of attention to our most recent event, U20s and U23s. I saw some of the news about the Russians and eligibility rulings and all that, but I'm a little out of the loop, so I need a little bit of a refresher here. What's been going on?
I mean, not much. The
Our U20 team is stacked.
The U20 team is good. They're good.
Who is it? We got. Let me throw some names out there.
Lilladall,
Yep,
Blaze, Bassett.
Lockett, right?
No, who's at 70?
Lockett's at
PJ
74.
PJ Duke.
Who's
PJ
70
Duke.
though?
PJ Duke.
Duke, Lockett, Ryder, Mirasola,
Josh Barr.
or Barr.
Oh yeah,
Barr,
Mirasola.
Mirasola.
I think Mirasola's at 86, right?
No, Barr is.
Oh.
Mirasola. One Mirasola was 92. The other one was
97.
97.
Yeah.
Radmaker at 97 and Rademacher, however you say his name. I don't know how to say it. I probably botched that. And then Ben Keeter.
Holy, that's a team.
It's a team.
So this is pulling up memories in my mind now for me. I'm a little freaked out by Zack Ryder beating Gabe Arnold and Josh Barr flipping the script and taking out Aiden Sinclair. Both of those results were a little jarring for me.
The Ryder result, they both wrestle close matches, so it basically just came down to who's going to be the better guy at squeaking them out.
Right. Yeah.
They both like to wrestle super tight. So.
Yeah, I see this 5-4 and 4-2. Oh my goodness, these are all 1-point exchanges too. Ugh. Okay.
Yeah, I did not watch those matches.
Interesting. But yeah, those are both Penn State guys, and they both found ways to.
Right?
Yeah.
Arnold is not a Penn State guy.
He's talking about
Barr beating Sinclair and Ryder beating Arnold.
Was also confused.
My bad. I should have clarified. Yeah, and Mirasola took out Rogotsky. Yeah, so there's a lot of Penn State firepower on this team, and the lower weights. I'm sure those were absolute grinders. The brackets were. Jax Forrest, Luke Lilladall, 9-4, 7-7. Man.
Reese, what happened in the Forrest Knox match? I didn't watch that.
I didn't see it
either. Victory by injury.
I think Knox was just hurt.
Yeah. 13 seconds in.
13 seconds in.
I don't even know how he won his match before that. Knox did. He must have gotten on top. Because last I checked, I didn't watch the whole match, but last I checked, he was, I think, losing. And then ended up attacking him.
How did he win 16-3?
He looks like he got on top and started getting a turn because he got 2 at 2:19 and then a bunch of 2s right after that. So that must have been what happened.
Must have laced him.
Yeah. Man.
Yeah, that was a good bracket.
That bracket, did Blaze have much? He beat Ben DeVino and Nasir Bailey. Beat him 6-3.
And Nasir Bailey, dude, I was like, man, I really thought Nasir was my pick. I really thought he was going to win that thing.
Yeah, did he wrestle on the backside?
Marcus Blaze, man, he's just the real deal.
No.
Yeah, that kid's good. Where do you guys think he's going?
Ohio State.
Is Ohio State?
I don't know. That's where I would prefer him to go there over Penn State. Can't believe I just said that, but it's true.
I mean, I think I'm with you. Because what? So he'll be 33, right?
He could be 33 or 41.
Yeah. He's
Probably 33, 41.
Yeah. So he'll be a senior this year. It'll be, yeah, he could slot in for 41 or yeah, that'll work out lineup wise for them. So that makes sense. I definitely don't want to see him at Penn State. I would hate it, but I think I would like it more than I would hate it to see him at Purdue.
At
I
Purdue?
think I would be okay with that. Well, his brother's there.
Know.
So
I think I don't know. He's gonna be successful no matter where he goes. Yeah. One of those guys.
Him and the guy that won it at 65, Bo Bassett, they're both going to be. I think they both have this capability of being those culture setters, right? Those guys that are going to go into a team,
right,
work with the coach to completely change what that program is doing, or further accentuate and excel what that program is doing, depending on where they go. So, yeah, but
Iowa needs to be throwing every dollar that they got at him.
Or
Marcus Blaze,
Bo Bassett,
or Bo, or Bo.
Yeah. I think Bo goes to Iowa.
You think he goes to Iowa?
He's got that kind
I could see it.
He strikes me as like a Spencer Lee kind of guy.
I think he's.
I honestly have like no inkling. Like I don't have a gut feeling or nothing.
I think he's.
I feel like he's more Iowa than Spencer Lee is.
Yes.
Sure.
Just with his
yes,
style.
but I have a feeling that he's
Spencer. I mean, so Spencer Lee was known for his top game, right? Like what school was known for their top game? I guess. What school is ever known for their top game?
Right. He had the good firemen's and the whatever throw-bys.
Yeah.
The single leg.
I think Bo Bassett has an incredibly unique style and feel. I think he will end up kind of characterizing himself as a one-of-one type of person, kind of like Gable Steveson. Maybe not.
His pace is just crazy.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see where he goes. I don't know if you guys saw his tweet this morning or whenever he tweeted it about he's keeping track of the schools that called him and when and what coaches from the schools and all that, which is interesting. Got a ledger.
I did that.
Huh?
Yeah, I did that. I gave it to Dad. Has it somewhere?
Really?
I'm sure he does. Well, he was like it wasn't my idea. He was like, keep track of who's calling you, when they're calling you, blah blah blah. And I was like, all right.
He's got.
That's cool.
I had like a notebook.
October 26th ? Next to Iowa, so maybe he'll be scheduled for a visit for them. Who knows? We'll see.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a very scary good U20 team. That's a bunch of savages. There's
a bunch of savages that didn't make it. That would have been just fine.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
It's interesting to me that we have this level of quality coming out of high school right now. I kind of thought we might be entering a slump a little bit, maybe because I wasn't keeping up or keeping track of what's happening. But this is some dense quality, deep weight class, tough trials. Like this is good. This is good stuff to see. It's very promising for the future.
It's not, and it won't slow down.
Do you think we're in that era? We're in an era of wrestling in the United States.
Yeah, I mean, with all the exposure and all the and then the RTCs too. Like there's just so many resources now for kids to just start developing faster and faster. So
man, almost everybody on the team is in high school. Still in high school, or was
a senior
still in
this
high
year.
School.
Yeah, or yes, almost everyone on the team has not wrestled a college match yet, or for a college team or whatever. Actually, Bo and Lil, all those guys have wrestled college tournaments. But
man, I'll tell you what, a guy who didn't make the team, but like we said, there's a bunch of crazy good guys that didn't make the team. Canyon Webster, he's gonna be great for Iowa next year, or Illinois for next year. Yes,
Illinois.
He's good, like real good.
Illinois is going to be your team that's like, whoa, sneaky.
Like, what team? Yeah. Was it Edinburgh, that one team, or that one year that trophied? Right? Yeah.
I took fourth. Yep.
I feel like they have that kind of feel, that kind of energy to their team this year.
There's that iconic picture of Tim Flynn in his hotel bed with the fourth place trophy.
I can't believe both Bronagles are back.
Yeah, they both did the Olympic red shirt. Yeah, they've been around forever. Probably not going to see anybody criticize them the way they criticize Dayton Fix, though. So,
what do you mean?
As far as like they've been in college for an extended period of time.
Oh, I'm talking about people criticizing Fix because he was in college for so long.
Yeah, I'm over it.
People are losers.
So that's U20s. Anything else on it, or do we want to jump to U23s?
I don't know. I just kind of wanted to talk like some of these brackets, man. 61, crazy deep.
Yeah.
See, yeah, we can move on, but like, man.
I mean, yeah, there weren't like really any like crazy controversial matches. I feel like,
which is that's a good thing, I think.
No, yeah, that is a good thing. That is a good thing.
Yeah.
The Lilladal Forest series was really, really exciting.
Awesome.
And it seems kind of like Lilladal might be maybe pulling away. I don't know.
I think he's starting to become like the consistently top guy out of this group.
Yeah.
But I don't know, because at trials he lost to Blaze, so I don't know.
Well, yeah.
Okay.
Well, here's what I think about Jax. I think the kid's cutting too much damn weight.
And he did have to wrestle with the face mask on.
Right. Was it the black eye? Because I saw the face mask.
He broke his nose. His nose is all crooked.
Yep.
He'd be looking. He keeps cutting weight like this and breaking his nose. He'll be looking like Boo Dryden. Shout out Boo Dryden.
Shout out Boo Dryden.
Yeah, I think he should wrestle 140 or something this next year and just get bigger.
Hey, you need to, yeah. Look at Bassett. Dude doesn't really cut weight. He just, he lifts hard and he's gotten a lot bigger and he's only gotten better at wrestling.
I think that's a good model. It's a good example to pull from.
I'm your teammate. Look to your teammate. Look at the success he's having. Not that he's not having success, but like, man, you're also at a stage in your life where your body might be trying to grow and you're stopping.
Because he's long. He's got that. He's got the frame for it.
He's got the frame. He's got a crazy, humongous back too.
He'd be good swimmer or rower.
Yeah.
But stick to wrestling, please. I like watching that.
All right, U23s.
Yeah, so before we get into it, what weights or do we know the weights that have been quote unquote claimed by national team members? Okay.
I don't. All right. I know. So Can Forrest claim that spot?
I don't know.
Because I heard that they did that he was on the national team, that
He
he
did.
made the team.
He and Blaze both did.
So why wouldn't he be able to claim that
I
spot?
don't know if it's an age thing. I don't know.
Because I haven't heard anyone talk about it.
I saw.
I don't think it's an age. I don't think it's an age thing because Sam Herring, he wrestled at U23s.
Right.
They're the same age.
I think shortly after U23s, U23s, I saw somebody tweet that a list of names, I think, or just they said that anybody who's on the national team has until this date to select or to claim their spot, and like they have a deadline. So I don't know what that deadline is or who's eligible for it, but it's out there.
Right.
And then then it gets a little complicated because you're going to have these non-Olympic world team trials, and like what if I don't know, whoever at 70 kilos, takes third and is quote unquote on the national team.
Right.
So I don't know what that looks like.
I don't either, to be honest.
Yep. So that'll be interesting. But that aside, so there were a lot of kind of surprise results out of this tournament, and who managed to win it. So I don't know if you guys want to start anywhere specific, but into it.
I don't know.
Dude, I want to give a shout out to Gregory Diakomahalis, Darth Greg, going out and taking third. I think it's been a while since he's gotten into regular competition, and he got into had semi-regular opportunities to compete this last college season, but wasn't in the lineup, and then goes out and takes third. Yeah, took out Steve O'Poulin after losing to him on the front side. But looking outside of that, Max Gallagher wins it, and again, some pretty tough guys in this bracket. Steve O'Poulin is probably one of the bigger names, but he wrestled Charlie Farmer from West Point. I don't know. I know a bit about Max Gallagher, but this Charlie Farmer kid is a complete unknown to me. So seeing them,
I've heard the name. But I don't think I've ever seen him wrestle before.
So, and I don't. This was it was interesting to see the way this tournament was seeded. I don't know if they used strictly the pin system or what the deal was here, but
it was crazy weird. They had Jace Lukow was seeded number 1 at 70 kilograms.
So it was definitely different. I would bet that it was something like the pin system. So
right. Wrath was the 1 seed at 65.
Yeah. Right. Yep.
Colin Wrath? Was he? Oh.
Yes.
Yep.
Stellar train. He got beat in the quarters, I believe, by Hayden Drury.
Yep. Something to know, Anthony Noto wrestled 61 kilos. Maybe he's looking at bumping up to 33 next year for Lockhaven. Maybe.
Same with Ayala.
Yeah, that's the rumor, and you mentioned that. So what's the teeth there? What's going on?
I don't have any for you.
You don't have anything about?
It's that he's toying with the idea of possibly going 33 these next couple of years.
Okay. Is 25 tough for him?
Dude, he's tall. Yeah, he's lanky. He's got a frame. It's not an easy cat. No.
Interesting.
Not at all.
Interesting.
So,
man, at 65 kilos, another guy who after high school dropped underneath the radar of people that are regularly talked about. Josh Saunders goes out and wins 65. I don't know if he's going to be able to string stuff together this upcoming year and find a way to get onto the Cornell lineup and wrestle and make some noise on the college scene, but obviously he's still got it. So
he's still got it. He's always been a little bit better at freestyle than he is at folk style.
Definitely. Pinheiro Johnson wins it at 70 kilos. Daniel Cardenas was in this bracket.
Yeah.
And Pinheiro beat him.
he got some revenge on Wiley.
On John Wiley.
Wiley beat him in the duel.
Oh, that's right.
Last year, they were both at 41.
So, okay. Side note, right? Actually, you know what? We'll hold off on that. We'll hold up, but this is reminding me of just.
Whoa, Zeke Seltzer's all the way up at 70 kilograms? My goodness. Sorry.
Yeah, that's pretty big, isn't it? That's like 152. What's he doing there? 154.
154.
Yeah. What is he doing there? He didn't place. Where did he lose out at? Maybe he's just looking at what Bo's doing. Is like, you know what? I'm done cutting weight.
You just get big.
But the Iowa State lineup,
Yeah.
I do want to talk about that, especially with the recent news, and just kind of understand a little bit better what exactly is going on there.
Yeah,
they're gonna be so good.
Are they gonna how?
Hey, Sammy, real quick, you were asking about weights that could be claimed. I think Messenbrink can claim 74.
Can he? Interesting.
Pretty sure.
I wonder.
So
yeah, because he made the world team,
the national team.
National team.
I wonder if Keegan O'Toole could say, "Hey, I was injured. Let me wrestle off." I feel like he could, but he probably won't. Yeah.
Probably not. He's probably. I mean, he's bumping up to 74 kilos anyway. He probably doesn't want to cut down to, or he's bumping up to 174 in college, and probably doesn't want to cut down to 74
He's
kilos.
gonna bump up to 174. I don't feel like
That's
he's
a
that
word.
big.
The only reason why he didn't do it this year, apparently, the only reason why he didn't do it this year is because of Mako.
It's because of Mako.
But yeah, it's Mako's senior year. He's his teammate. You know, he's like,
Oh, Keegan is bumping up to 74. I thought we were talking about Mitchell. I thought
What
we were
did I-
talking about Rosenberg. I don't know why. Sorry.
No.
Okay, I got you.
O'Toole.
Okay. But speaking.
Messenbrink could definitely bump up to 74 and be fine too. By the way.
Yeah, I just don't think he would be. I just don't think he's a 74-pounder.
But everyone's saying that Levi Haynes is going to be 74 next year.
I don't really get it, but it sounds like Levi is bigger than Messenbrink or something.
That's what
What they say.
That's what everyone.
I don't get it.
It's going to be Facundo. Probably Haynes will probably redshirt.
Yeah, they both have redshirt. One of them's probably going to redshirt.
Yeah.
One of them's probably going to redshirt because they don't, if they want to. God, we go back to that Penn State philosophy. What do the kids want, right? Like, what does Mitchell Messenbrink and Levi Haynes? What do you guys want to do? We can order it around this, whatever you guys want to do. So, but 74 kilos, U23s. This was a great bracket. And
Won by the man, Hunter
Garvin, who seems to
double champ.
Have brought it back from whatever was going on at the beginning of the first semester last year. He's a different person. He placed at NCAAs. He finished up on the podium. Very few people were expecting that to happen. And then he goes out and he doubles up and he kind of stomps everybody in this bracket. He had a close one with Swenson in the first round. It was 10-9, and then Texham in the first period in the second one. I mean,
I just chalk it up to growing pains,
just
man.
figuring it out, especially with his team, his coaching staff moving around the way they were.
Yeah, the transitioning and yep.
That makes sense. Well, damn, yeah, because he and then the Northern Iowa wrestlers played rock paper scissors for third place. I don't know if you saw this. Yeah,
I love it.
They just said let's just settle this out because we wrestle all the time in the practice room. Like, you know what?
Yeah,
I'm all for it.
No kidding.
I'm all for it. 79 kilos. Patrick Kennedy destroyed Julian Ramirez.
Oh, I guess that is another topic we can talk about too. Who the F is going to be? Because apparently, and you said that you have been out of the loop, Sam. What's his name?
I saw this. I
Brands
did see this.
said that he wants to
What the
come
heck?
down to 74.
So, okay.
Now you go,
Okay. Okay. So so the piece that we know is going to be put in its place is we are going to see Michael Caliendo at 165. Ranked second in the country. Doesn't really make sense for him to try and drop down to 57 or bump up to 74 when 74 is as clocked as it is. You got Patrick Kennedy, who just won U23s. Gabe Arnold, he could wrestle 84. Where do you want him? And now Nelson Brands.
He doesn't want to. He thinks he's too short.
Nelson Brands, who's a returning All-American at 174, right?
If Brands can make it and be healthy, he's the best option
on paper, right? This is going to be an exact situation that they had 2019, 2020 at 184, I think, or 184 with Wilkie and Assad, and I think they had a third guy. And they're not going to know who the best guy is until they put them all out there, see who gets the best results, and then go with that guy. That's just going to be the way it is. That's just going to how they're going to figure it out.
Well, then that's a name I haven't heard in a while.
It was Assad, right? Didn't he end up being the guy after he won Midlands or took second or something like that?
Yeah, so Assad ended up starting. He won Midlands or took second, whichever one, and then he ended up wrestling at Big Tens. And then obviously that year nothing happened, but yeah, I think that's the exact situation that we're going to get here. I don't think we're going to see an obvious starter. I mean, somebody's going to be in the position, and maybe they'll be there at the beginning of the year, and they'll be the best guy and prove it the whole way there. But I think this is going to be a roster battle that goes on from November all the way to February. So
keep your eye on the Loris Open.
Yeah. Is that their first thing of the year?
It's just a tournament that they like to use as like their wrestle off. I can't remember what week it is. It's either it's the first or second week. I can't remember.
And so Patrick Kennedy, Gabe Arnold, Nelson Brands. Those are the guys, and obviously one of them is gonna start at 74. One of them is gonna find their way up to 184. One of them might try and wrestle off at 65. Probably not though, because
someone's on the bench, brother.
Unless Patrick Kennedy, because people are like, oh, he was certified at 57 last year. Certifications are kind of BS. I don't see him, especially now wrestling 79 kilos at U23s. I don't see him ever coming close to wrestling 57. So, yeah, and I've
spent a whole year trying to get big enough for 74.
It sounds like Seabrecht is the guy anyway. Is the guy they want.
Seabrecht, yeah, he did just win Mateo Pelicone.
Really?
Dang.
Yeah.
He won the Mateo Pelicone.
I'm pretty sure that's what it said.
Wait, what?
I'm looking it up.
22 hours ago. Seabrecht earns
I'm pretty sure that's what the tweet said. Hold on.
At Mateo Pelicone Memorial in Sassari, Italy. Interesting. I didn't know that this was happening. He beat 2 guys from Moldova and 2 guys from Italy. But still, that's still good.
Yeah.
That's still, you won the Mateo Pelicone.
Champion.
At least the Mateo Pelicone Memorial.
No, it probably wasn't as tough as it normally is, but
I didn't know that was even happening. Okay, that's cool. I'm still okay. I keep trying to get back to this. I'm still shocked by the fact. Go ahead.
By the way, it'll be Seabrecht or Ratchie.
Okay, that makes sense.
By the way,
I'm still shocked by the fact that Patrick Kennedy beat Julian Ramirez the way he did. Teched him in 1 minute and 33 seconds in the first match, and then teched him in 3 minutes in the second match. The last time they wrestled was at NCAAs 2 years ago, and Julian won that match. So to see the script get flipped the way it did, I personally was a little shocked by it. I don't know about you guys. And it doesn't, I mean, yeah, nobody challenged Kennedy all weekend.
Mm-mm.
Nobody. Man.
He's trying to, make a statement.
Right. What a beast. That'll be man. Lots of fun roster situations going on in Iowa, both Iowa and Iowa State. Maybe Northern Iowa. We'll see.
Well, dude, Penn State's going to have crazy roster
Okay,
battles.
so speaking of Northern Iowa and Penn State, that's the next weight class here is at 86. John Gunderson and Lucas Cochran are your top two guys here.
Cochran was just like, hold my drink. I'm gonna just come through this, bitch.
Gunderson beat him though.
I know. I'm talking about to the finals.
Yeah. Cochran's
wins over Pinto and DJ and Heller. Like those are.
He had a close match with DJ, DJ Washington, and that's definitely one that DJ could have won, but. Man, I don't know if the people know about John Gunderson yet, but he is going to be.
They know about him now.
One of the bigger forces on the Northern Iowa team.
What weight is he going to go?
Question.
Gonna have to probably go 97.
Probably go 97.
Who did they? I thought they had somebody.
It was
That was it?
Runyon,
Lance, right?
Oh, Volker.
Or
Volker.
Another roster battle.
Volker.
Maybe maybe PK decides to bump
Parker
up.
Kickeisen?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think? Imagine
Or Gundy. Maybe Gundy will come down and wrestle off Sima.
Gunderson could go heavyweight. He's wrestled
that
heavyweight
didn't go
before.
well for him though.
They do need a heavyweight.
Well, that's true. Yeah, I mean, 86 kilos, not quite.
It's kind of nice to see all these teams with super deep rosters. I'm not gonna lie.
It's awesome.
Yeah. Okay. Speaking of Volker, second place at 92 kilos, losing to Jacob Cardenas, who's going to be a Michigan Wolverine this next year. One of the what are they called when they go to Michigan State or Michigan?
The Mercenaries.
The Michigan Mercenaries. That's right. Yeah. Yep.
Why are they called that?
Because they're for hire. You just pay for them for a year and then they're out. Right?
Oh.
They had 5 of them this last year.
I feel good about this group of mercenaries, this year's group, than I do about. I just feel good about the team in general. Better about the team than I did last season.
Because who'd they pull in from the portal? It was Saldate and Cardenas. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's one more too.
Bowman gonna be in the lineup.
I'm excited about that.
Oh, Cam left. That's what I was saying. I was like,
Cam pieced out.
Sergio looked good.
Sergio was in that U20 bracket, wasn't he?
One of them.
Man,
he was. He was at 65.
Jeez. I think he lost to
65.
Valencia.
Yep.
Valencia.
Yep. And so this is the weight.
Yeah,
this is the weight here, 92 kilos, where Christian Carroll lost to Wyatt Volker, and then shortly after, not too long after that, said, "I'm out of here." We can get into that here in a minute.
Who?
Christian Carroll.
Carroll.
97 kilos. This is the D2 champ, right? Or is it D3? Masuma.
Who won it? I don't know. Oh, he was the D3 two-time D3 champ.
He's gonna be wrestling for Wisconsin this next year, and he won it, which is pretty good. I don't know. I'm gonna look through here real quick. He beat Nick Stemmet.
Couldn't win JUCOs though.
Couldn't win JUCOs. So we're gonna take that one over him. Couldn't win JUCOs. Yep.
I am for sure.
Get tough. Yep. That's 97 kilos. And heavyweight, Luke Stoddard took out Nate Taylor. Interesting result. This was a weird one to me.
Yep.
And my boy Jacob Bullock, man, he dropped the ball. He could have won this bracket. It's okay. We're ready for next year. We're ready.
Who is
Big
Luke
Army
Stoddard?
kid.
West Point kid.
Is he good?
I don't.
I mean, he was ranked in high school.
Has he wrestled college?
He was an
I guess
NCAA
that was my
qualifier
question.
this year. He took 6th at EIWAs. Yep. I think is he a true freshman? Maybe.
Well, he can't redshirt.
Yeah. Well,
for
yeah.
Army,
So
right?
is he a freshman or is he a sophomore? That's what I. Yep.
Oh, okay.
And he went 0-2 at NCAAs. But then beat Nathan Taylor.
But then beat Nate Taylor, who was a round away from placing.
What's going on here? It's freestyle. I get it. Whatever. Okay. That's U20s and U23s. Let's get into the juice. Christian Carroll. He's okay.
Yeah,
All right.
gone.
So we went from a Quaker to a Fighting Illini to a Cowboy to a Cyclone. And we have not wrestled an actual college season yet. And he's going to wrestle 197, right? Because I can't imagine that he's going to come in and bulk up to heavyweight and take out Younger. Can't imagine that's going to happen.
Me neither.
But then And they bring in Bachman
Right.
for what? 84? They're going to pull Bachman down to 84?
Do you drop him down? What do you do?
I also am like, I always get a little bit like, that's weird whenever they enter the portal and they're like, do not contact.
Yeah.
Like, all right. So
Right.
what fishiness was going on there?
What bag were you offered? I want you guys to guess right now. I want you guys to guess how many people Iowa State has on their roster that could wrestle 197.
4.
9.
7.
9. They
Dang.
have Christian Carroll,
Dang.
Fernando Villascusa, McCrae Haggerty, Julian Broderson, Cole Carlucci, Sawyer Bartlett, Colby Runner, Rowan Udell, and Jacob Cates. Bachman
McCrae Haggerty is listed as
Bachman
97?
is listed as 84. So, maybe.
And then they got Naknaborin. What, are they going to pull Naknaborin down to 74?
But is he going to beat MJ Gaitan?
Then you do a guy ton.
I think Noctiborn and Bachman that'll be a roster battle. You just got roster battles left and right in your state, Ryan. You have
And they're
problems.
good too. They're good.
Right.
They're good
I
matches.
mean, what is going to happen with this
quality.
team?
We're not even talking about the real problem.
down
at Iowa
low
State
with
now.
Cody Chittum,
Yeah.
Paniro Johnson, Anthony Echemendia, Casey Swiderski. What are you going to do here? Zach
It's not a
Redding.
problem, Matt.
What-
He
What are they gonna
Redding
do?
One
will
of
go
these
41.
guys. Yeah, but at 41, you got Jacob Frost.
Yeah, that'll be a good,
That'll be a
little battle there.
Who's going to go wrestle 65? Because right now the guy listed is Connor Uton.
No, what about Rojas?
Manny Rojas is at 74.
He'll probably. I bet he'll go 65.
Maybe.
They'll pull him down. I don't know why I thought that. I put him at 65 in this little lineup thing.
This is a mess. This team is a mess right now.
Well, how many years of eligibility does Etch have?
I think he has 2.
What's he
He's a
listed-
junior this year.
What's he
This is a
what's he
junior.
listed as? So he's
No,
got 1
2.
year left? Oh. So he was a
Yes.
sophomore this year.
Yes.
He's going to be a junior.
We're done with last year. So he's listed as
No.
a junior.
He is going to be a junior.
He's a rising junior.
Not yet. Yeah. Okay. I don't know.
It's not done. Nothing is. Somebody's on the bench again.
Someone will leave.
Someone will leave. Who's going to leave?
Someone will leave.
But they still lose eligibility.
Chittum. Maybe
They all have a free year or a free transfer still.
What can you? So the portal opens up again at the start of the semester or something like that, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Man.
I'm saying someone will probably leave.
Yeah, that is
Someone will
kind of an
probably
annoying
leave.
situation, right? Where it's like, all right, I'm here, I'm good to stay, right? I got this plan. The portal's closed, and then somebody transfers in. Actually, and that's not even what happened here, right? But somebody transfers in, and it knocks everything up. Everything's all messed up. But the portal's closed. You're locked in here. Can't do anything about it. A little bit of a problem. They could look at fixing. But that's just my thoughts. Yeah, it's messy.
And then they're bringing in Sergio Vega too, who's 41
he
probably.
So he took third at 61 kilos or 65 kilos.
He wrestled 61, but he was like that close from beating Bassett at the Open.
Yeah,
at 65.
He's good.
So he's tough. So he could probably be 41, 49 for sure, and he's got the frame for it.
So what do we think? What do we think happened here? To get back to why we're talking about Iowa State, what happened with Christian Carroll and Oklahoma State, David Taylor, the whole thing?
Maybe it's my only guess is Merrill. I guess Cody Merrill. That's my only guess. And he doesn't want to go heavy. Carroll doesn't want to go heavyweight or whatever. I don't know.
My thing is I think you had one foot out the door anyway already
because of David Taylor.
Yeah, I mean, I showed you guys that tweet or whatever. Like he was clearly not happy with the coach.
So yeah, was that announced? That was announced before or after David Taylor was announced?
What?
Yeah, he tweeted that out. Was that before or after? It was before. Okay.
Before. Like a couple of days.
Okay. So I mean, he's probably catching wind of like what is going to happen. But Coleman's he's saying my coach forever and loyal, right? But Coleman Scott's not anywhere. Can't remain loyal to that.
He was just saying Coleman is loyal to Oklahoma State. Oklahoma State should stay loyal to him.
That's interesting.
I think that's what that's what I got from it. I think he had one foot out the door. He didn't want to lose his coaches that he liked or whatever. Yada yada yada. And when people know that, when guys know that, these money bag dudes, they start making phone calls, start trying to chip away. You see that tweet,
and you just want to make a phone call.
And then you enter the portal. And you're do not contact, and you're like, well, someone's messing around here.
Somebody put out a number with a promise, and they're trying to do something.
Yep. So I don't know, man. Like, I don't know.
So he wrestles 197 this next year.
Christian Carroll.
All-American, maybe.
And then what? Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I haven't even looked at what 197 is going to look like.
I just assume it's going to be like it is every year from here on out for the rest of time.
I like 97 this year.
That's what I'm saying. I think it's like 20 to 30 guys can all AA.
Yeah, but not in the same way like 125 was this last year. It's a different type of feeling. Right?
Oh, that's because there was 20 different guys that could have won 125.
Yeah. So, 197 this year. Who is the front runner? Is it going to be Carter if he goes to 97?
Yeah, Carter Strachey, yeah.
Trumbull, not him. I don't know.
Trumbull's heavyweight, isn't he?
Trumbull's going to heavyweight.
Oh, that's right. Didn't we talk about that? Treffen's got another year, though. They're going to just kick him out.
Roster battle, brother.
Yeah.
We're going to put it 97. Go 97 for the team.
Is this the year of the roster battle?
It is.
I like that.
The year of the roster battle. Coin it, Sam.
2024-2025
28.
NCAA wrestling season, the year of the roster battle.
Yeah.
I like it.
They got another roster battle NC State does. Like, what's Biskins gonna do?
Cool.
Yeah, I feel like he's got to go. They got to get him in the lineup.
Is that how you pronounce that?
Apparently.
Biskins?
I remember us having this conversation.
What weight is he going to be?
Yeah.
41?
Like 41 or 49.
Yeah, I don't know.
Everybody.
I feel like they got to get that Robinson kid in the lineup this year too.
Robinson, yeah. Camato's back.
Who?
Crazy is that? Jacob.
Oh, Jacob
Camacho.
Yeah, what's he doing? Is he getting one final run at it?
Are you going to pick him to win it again, Reese?
Was my pick?
You know who would have placed? You know who would have placed at 125 for the
Jarrett
Wolfpack? Jarrett
I
Trump.
don't think so.
Was my
convinced on
pick at
that.
the beginning of the year Richard Figueroa?
You're gonna have to go back and figure that out on your own, brother.
I thought maybe you still had it written down somewhere. Don't worry about it.
I actually might have it. Hold on.
If it is, I'm proud. I'm proud, even though I didn't stick with it throughout the entire year. I'm proud that I saw it at the beginning of the season. Nice folder.
The
Nice
barn
folder.
sesh. Yeah. It's a hanging folder too, because I'm like that.
He's really like that.
He's built like
I'm
that.
like
He's built like
that.
an organizational file cabinet. All right, so we got Christian Carroll doing whatever he's doing. Gonna be a Cyclone for at least a year, maybe longer. We'll see. What else? Is there anything else to clue me in on? Oh,
I'm sorry, that was fun. I just you said that and it just like registered in my head, and I was like, that was pretty funny.
the Russians. So, Russians and Belarusians. These people who are in hot water with the
He's
International
warmongers.
Olympic Committee. Yeah, warmongers. Reese.
These dogs of war.
So they're currently not listed eligible to compete at the Olympics, correct? They being the big names, Sadulayev, Sidakov, Yugoyev. Those are the three big Russians that are not able to compete. So how long do we have to wait to find out? And is it they're not allowed to compete at the Olympics, so they're going to be under the neutral flag, or is it what happens here?
But I think Sidakov and Yuguev will get back in. I don't know.
Not
about
maybe
Sadulayev.
sad, or I guess.
Why do you say these things?
Well, I just hope that Sidakov gets back in. Really, is what it boils down to. And I feel like it's already happened. Hasn't it happened once where which wasn't there a world tournament where that kind of same thing happened? Like these three have been in hot water, all three.
Yeah, they have.
And
Yes.
two of them got in. I don't think Sadulayev did.
Was this like the World Cup?
I don't know. Maybe I'm
during
misremembering
COVID or
it.
something.
I don't know. It happened. Or it didn't happen.
One of the two.
No, it happened.
So-
it happened.
I think this is a conversation because people are worried about them being able to compete. And my opinion is let the men wrestle. Let them wrestle.
Let him wrestle.
Why wouldn't you want Sidakov
Because
to wrestle too?
he's a
Especially
dog
any
of
of them.
war. Reese.
Yeah, I just want to see. You want to see Dake
You do.
and him
You do.
wrestle again.
Did you
That's what I
guys-
want. I'm not so sure about it. Do I really want to see Sadulayev wrestle?
Did
more?
you
I don't
guys
know.
see the thing that I sent you guys on Instagram probably an hour before this about Sidakov? He was asked, he was on like a podcast in Russia, and he was asked who was the tougher opponent, Jordan Burroughs or Kyle Dake? And he said, I think his final result was Jordan Burroughs, the guy's made of metal, and you're going to have to wrestle him for a full 6 minutes. Whereas Kyle Dake, you can kind of feel him get softer in the second period. But Kyle Dake is trickier because he wrestles more Soviet style. Jordan Burroughs is full on American the whole time. All this stuff. Did you guys see this? I sent this to you. Okay. Well, Sidakov was spilling the tea about his thoughts on competing against Jordan Burroughs and Kyle Dake and which one was tougher and all that.
I do remember.
And then so I also sent it to a group of guys, and one of them asked, how do you think Jordan Burroughs in 2012, 2013 would do against Sidakov and Dake of currently?
He beats him.
Peak Burroughs.
Well, we know what he did to Dake.
Well, yeah, but against Peak Dake.
And yeah, I think he would beat Sidakov. Peak Dake. Oh, I don't know if I think Dake. It's a hard question to answer because Dake. He could have been Peak Dake for 10 years now. He could be like already at his peak.
Could be the same this whole time
or whatever. Yeah.
I think.
But I think Burroughs would beat Sidakov.
I think Peak Burroughs is the best wrestler at 74 kilos that we have seen in the last 15 years. I think that's my.
Yeah, I just watched his match with. I just watched his match with Dake from like 2013, and Dake does wrestle a lot different now than he did back then. But man, watching Burroughs, whatever his lateral movement is crazy. He moved a lot more back then.
For sure.
I feel like
for sure
side to side, and level change and stuff.
Yeah.
Like getting to the angles and getting to Dake's legs, he made it look way easier than any. I mean, nobody can do that now to Dake.
Man, yeah. And who beat? I cannot believe that Jordan Burroughs was a person. He was a real person, right? And he still went out and lost to Nick Marable. He went out and lost to Nick Marable.
That was a rules confusion thing, though.
Winning,
remember?
Or he thought whatever criteria.
Yeah. It didn't. Yeah, because the rules changed. I can't remember the exact reason or whatever happened, but it came out that he was basically like, I thought I was winning.
Right. Okay. Well, so the back to what we were initially discussing. This is the news about the ineligible athletes from the IOC. It sucks, maybe we don't get to see the best competition, but there is some potential good news if this eligibility isn't adjusted or changed. Then Kamal Bey at 77 kilos for the Greco team is slotted in because he's the next man up. So,
yep.
Not saying I'm hoping that a guy who.
I'm just hoping that one guy, that Russian, that
one dog of war.
That one dog, put him down.
Yeah, I would love to see Kamal Bey.
Figuratively.
All right. We got anything else? We want to wrap it up and get out of here. Keep it short and sweet since we're getting back into it. Yeah, it's hot up in the den for Reese. Ryan's looking back at his board for topics. He's hungry? All right, we're getting out of here.
I ate a whole pint of Ben & Jerry's before the show.
Perfect. Thank you for listening, everybody. Hope you have a good rest of your day.